There we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Welcome back to Mass Effect 3. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully, you guys are also able to were able to join me last Thursday to see me start Dragon Age Origins and to talk a little bit about some of the announcements coming from BioWare, which means that eventually, God knows how long, BioWare certainly doesn't, but presumably God knows how long, literally enough, the next Mass Effect will be out, and when we find out a little bit more about that, maybe I will throw up Andromeda on the streaming schedule to sort of coincide with the release of the new one in however many years that is. On the off chance I'm still up and doing this, you know how it goes. Anyway, so if you haven't seen that trailer yet, I believe I put a link to it in the description here. If not, I put a link to it on a comment on the post sharing this stream, as well as I think I posted about it on my personal Facebook page earlier today as well. So check it out. It's a minute and a half or so of very vague trailery stuff. I don't think it's spoilery. I don't think it spoils the end of this game really. Some of our discussions might, at least somewhat. So beware on that a little bit. In any case, it's looking to be good. It is the future is looking existent, finally, for fans of BioWare in their big title RPGs, Mass Effect and Dragon Age. So that's a thing coming up. While we load into the game and see where we're going, I have the most exciting news for me, for me at least right now, is that I've finally finished grading. More or less. I have actually submitted final grades just a couple hours ago for all of my classes, and I am done for the semester, with the obvious exception of various incompletes and such, so you know how that always goes to an extent, this semester even more so, just given obvious bizarre circumstances, illness, disease, emergencies, forgetting, technical problems, all of these contribute. But, and again, I have no problem, but, no. Oh, your short story hasn't been. I haven't actually had a chance to read it yet, Kylie. So I will. I should be able to now. Now that I'm done with everything. But I've been splitting my time since we last saw each other, about 60-40 between grading and vacation. So I did go away this weekend. We went to Disney for my wife's and my mom's birthdays, which are within just a couple of days of each other, which is pretty cool. So I went up there, had a good time, relaxed a little bit. I got a lot of grading done, mostly around the hotel and such. Got to sit in a hammock and grade papers, which is really the best way to do it. Oh yes, so Kylie, sorry to hear about the driving test. I will, of course, regale you with some driving stories of my own, including the drive. I can start with if you'd prefer, either way, I can start with the driving test story. Or I can start with the first time behind the wheel of a car story, which is just as disastrous. And Kylie, don't worry, it would not be a belated birthday. It would be a belated birthday to my mother, a forthcoming birthday to my wife. We're in between the two of them. So, on which note, I won't be streaming on Erica's birthday, but if you all want to wish her a happy birthday today and a happy birthday again on Thursday, we'll kind of sandwich it in between the two, so that'll work. Anyway. So whichever you prefer, I can start with either story as we're getting back into things. We have some more questing to do on the Citadel before we jump back into gallivanting around space, doing things involving Solarians and Krogan, because of course things involve Solarians and Krogan. You know, genocide and all that. So we left off talking to this guy, trying to get him to sell us high-end, dangerous, illegal weapons for CSEC, the space cops. He refused to do that. He needs hard assets.
This is problematic. We must find a way to stabilize the heating units so the water temperature can remain steady. The colony's location is hardly ideal for our species. The clutch will be imperiled if we do not act soon. Of course, I will do everything I can do to help.
Remember,
Your family.
Solarians lay
Weapon
eggs.
conditions may require technology that is not readily available on the market.
Solarians lay eggs, and we can hope that we can help them with the egg problems. Kylie says, "Happy early birthday! Sending well wishes and good vibes for birthday celebration." So, thank you very much. Before we get into this, and before we talk to our CSEC agent and do our thing in here, all right, so driving tests, which happened chronologically after my first time behind the wheel. Thank God, that would have been awful. Hilarious, but awful. So I had practiced driving in a few different vehicles, a bunch of different things, over the course of a year or two before actually taking my driver's test. But the only vehicle available for me to actually take the test with was my mom's RAV4. Have you ever driven or seen a Toyota RAV4? They're very large for their size, by which I mean they're tanky. They're big, they're built, they have a lot of structure to them, they have very minimal windows, so they are ridden with blind spots. They have wide-set tires and a really broad turning radius. I was not used to any of this. I'd driven mostly sedans, and what else was it at the time? Yeah, mostly it was four-door sedans and my mom's previous car, which was another SUV, but a more manageable sort of one. So the RAV4, I had only gotten a little bit of practice in, and I hated parking the thing. And I was also very cautious about how to park the thing, because I didn't want to, injure my mom's new car, newish, fairly new car. Didn't want to scratch it, didn't want to park it too close to anybody who was going to open their door into it. You know how it goes. And so we went to do the driving test. I pull out of the parking space. I start doing a loop around the parking lot. I was doing okay. But then the first actual test was to park in a parking space, with the cones, right? So I go to turn into it, and the entire front quarter panel scrapes completely over one, and then two cones on opposite sides. I immediately failed the test. Basically, the test lady was like, "All right, that's enough. Go ahead and get out." So I was like, "Okay, fine," and I failed. I went back to this is why I say I was cheated out of it. Now, to be fair, I hate driving the thing, and I was not very good at driving it anyway. But whatever. In any case, I did go back and check, and I had my mom try and pull up and go to park into it just straight on. The front of the car was wider than the cones, because the cones were set inside the lines of the parking space. And she basically said, "Look, if you ever find a parking space like this, don't park my car in it." So that was kind of how that went. And then a couple days later, I went and took a different car to a different DMV, took the test there, and the only thing I did wrong was, how if you're turning left, into traffic, you're supposed to look left, then right, then left, right? My head only turned right, then left, because my eyes looked left first. So I got marked off for that, but everything else I did fine. Really nitpicky with these things, I will say.
I've connected with Jonas Sedaris in her cell, Commander. You can speak with her via that console.
Thanks. We'll need some privacy.
Of course. When you're done, you can also contact Commander Bailey from that terminal.
So long story short, I ate a cone. I had two cones, really.
Who's that spying on me now?
Between the size of the parking space and the size of the car, and my board driving with it.
Arya's indentured servant has finally come to deliver me to freedom.
I want to talk with you before I secure your release.
Bullshit. You have no choice. And when I get out, heads will roll. Oh yes. You've killed a lot of my people. Don't think I've forgotten that.
This is not going to go well.
You have to move on.
And I will, once all my enemies are dead. I love holding all the cards. Even in here, you must deal with me. I have all the power.
Is that right?
Yes, Sane, my second-in-command, is a weak-willed toady. If he had balls, he'd leave me to rot and take control himself. But he won't defy me. He knows better. Now get me out of here, Shepard. Tell Bailey to release me.
Bailey, I've seen Sedaris.
So she's crazy, right? It would be ridiculous to let her out.
She's a menace.
Yeah.
Let me try to make this problem go away.
Sounds good. I'll hold the line until I hear from you.
All right, so yeah, definitely, let's definitely not release that particular utter psychopath from prison, who has explicitly promised to go on a murder spree immediately upon being released.
I know what you mean. I thought of training preparedness for everything. This.
Every time that Asari commando sees me,
Sanctuary is a scam.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
Oh, count on it. Somebody's making money off people's fear. Wish I'd thought of it myself.
So Sanctuary, apparently some kind of a place where refugees are going, is some kind of scam, allegedly. Ellie says, I was doing well for mine until the last stop sign. I focused more on the turn than stopping, and that automatically failed me. Yeah, I don't know. This kind of comes to a thing that I've kind of taught about, and I've talked about a lot in my acquisition of knowledge class, my honors class. We just wrapped up, in fact, about practical wisdom and the difference between rule following and doing the right thing, even whether in the spirit of the rules or with the rules' intention or what have you. And again, stop signs have a particular purpose. It's to prevent you from cutting somebody off in advance. And again, I don't see them necessary. Now, again, this is not legal advice, obviously. But strictly speaking, a stop sign is meant to signal you to be cautious and to yield to other drivers who have stopped first, that kind of thing. It's not an arbitrary, hey, stop here kind of thing. Same honestly goes for traffic lights. It has a purpose, and, you know, driving in accordance with that purpose is probably, in the long run, more important than following them strictly, especially if following them strictly can lead to problems and lead to accidents and lead to dangerous driving. It's the same thing that applies to speed limits, right? If you followed the speed limits exactly at all times, you would be driving very dangerously, especially on the highway. You don't want to go, you do not want to go exactly 70 miles an hour almost ever on I-75, for example, right near us. Which again, I know is vague, because I-75 goes to like Michigan or something, but whatever.
Quick,
Yeah.
hands behind your back. We'll be here in a minute.
What the hell are you talking about?
Crete, Bloodpack's leader. Arya brings him the great Commander Shepard. Crete pledges the gang to her. We're just luring him into the open so we can take him out.
Not the best start to our friendship, Gnarl.
He's coming. Put your hands behind your back and try to look like I beat you up or something.
Okay.
This better be on the up and up.
Quiet.
Arya to look even more powerful than Crete thought. Her instructions on boarding Citadel undetected were one thing. Now this. Commander Shepard, want you to know, your head will be hood ornament on my personal shuttle.
Keep your distance, Crete. So, do you agree to Arya's terms?
Unfolding is a
Most
little loud for that.
definitely. Arya can use Bloodpack as she sees fit.
Wasn't talking to you, Crete. Grill?
What? You have my word. Now open fire!
Not him. Grill's next in line to take over. Arya's deal is with him.
Okay.
Yes. I'm Arya's mole, Shepard. You've scratched my back. Now I'll scratch yours.
Okay.
Word of advice, don't double-cross Arya.
I may be ambitious, but I'm not crazy.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Good work, Gnarl. Thanks for the gun.
Anytime, Shepard. Grill and I will let Arya know the light is green.
All right, so that was a plan. Wish we'd known about it in advance, but whatever, it's fine. We do wind up working again with Gnarl later, if I recall. So he's apparently trustworthy-ish, so that's good.
Have you decided how to tell him?
Oh god. All right. So anyway, I get you on the whole.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Yeah, we need to go talk to the that Solarian in charge of the Eclipse, or second in command, currently in charge. Kelly says, my grandma is taking me out for a grandma and granddaughter outing. We do Japanese and Thai quiz tomorrow to make me feel better. Awesome. That's good. You know, just do what I do, and become a philosophical anarchist when the DMV bothers you. I'm only a little bit joking. I'm joking insofar as that's not, you know, my reason for political ideology. But you know, it's it aligns.
Getting worse. Well, let's find
the nonsense imposed by the DMV aligns
be home for a while.
Well with my political ideology. Let's put it that way.
Men, get ready for trouble.
No.
Not here for that, Zane. Just want to talk about Jonas Sedaris' release.
Oh, you're the one coordinating that, right? My idea, you know. Arya came to me looking to gain Eclipse support. I'm leveraging it to bust the boss out.
You don't need her.
Saying you should run Eclipse.
Huh?
You can do it. Leave Sedaris locked up and make the deal with Arya yourself.
Arya would be a step up. And you think she'd let me run things?
I don't see why not.
Right.
Probably not, but...
Right. Then that's the plan. Keep Sedaris in jail. I'll call Arya right away.
If this guy is that easy
Good
to manipulate, Arya is going to be running Eclipse directly. He's going to have almost no power. But honestly, that's fine, because we've dealt with our share of Eclipse, and they have not exactly been the best or most trustworthy of folks. Alright, so the only people left we have are the Blue Suns. For that, we need to find some artifacts to trade to that one guy so that we can get weapons for CSEC, so we can get the general to stop bothering...
The council withdrew the release order for Sedaris.
Okay, here we go.
Arya Talok, of all people, got him to do it. Crazy.
Nice.
You can say that again.
Thanks for your help, Shepard.
Yeah, so it's so let me run this through again. So we need to find an artifact somewhere, valuable artifact. Trade it to some guns dealer on the Citadel. So he will give guns, high-end weaponry to CSEC, to the cops, because they're not well supplied enough. So that a formerly retired Turian general, will stop harassing Blue Sun's pirates who are harassing arms shipments for CSEC. And then that means that the boss of the Blue Suns, the Darner Vosk, I think. Darner Vosk? Maybe not. The guy who thinks he's going to sleep with Arya will not get to sleep with Arya, but will still pledge his mercenary army to her. Did I get all that right? Oh, right. And then the last step. So then Arya will pledge her new mercenary army to help with us in the fight against the Reapers and the construction of the Crucible. Okay. Easy, simple, very straightforward plan. Nothing strange or complicated about that at all. Alright, let's get out of here. The Citadel's too complicated. Kylie says, I don't know how to do that, but I do know how to be an annoyed small cinnamon roll who is incapable of being taken seriously, because I am Small Bean. Being Small Bean does have its detriments in terms of being taken seriously. Being an anarchist is not exactly what it's cracked up to be. If you look online as to how to do it, usually you'll find things like Molotov cocktails and such. It's not really that kind of thing. Or if you search in older records, things like the Anarchist Cookbook, which incidentally is, unless things have changed since last I checked, or at least since I was in high school, is the only book which is illegal to possess in the United States. It contains instructions for all manner of dangerous and variously illegal activities. Things like napalm recipes for thermite, and a bunch of the landline telephone precursor to hacking called phreaking, which was very popular among anarchists and weirdos in the night. Don't do that stuff. Don't do that stuff. Again, it's a political theory more than not a whiskered men with bombs, whiskered men throwing bombs, as Tolkien did. This is literally like Yzma as the squeaky kitty from Emperor's New Groove. I don't know. You're not as megalomaniacal as even squeaky kitty Yzma. Don't take that as a compliment, not an insult. You should not want to be that megalomaniacal.
Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of crap out there needs a bullet between the eyes. Plus, we might need something calibrated.
Nice. I agree. Alright. It is good to have Garrus back. Hey, Edie.
Yes, Shepard?
The Normandy escape.
How did you and Joker make it out of dry dock to rescue us?
Oh, she got crafty. You do not want to get on her bad side, Commander.
When the Alliance commandeered the Normandy, I deceived their technicians. The crew did not tell them that I was a true AI, so the Alliance soldiers believed I still had VI programming constraints. I established the fiction that I would only respond to Jeff's commands, so they often brought him on board under guard. Wait, you can lie? Jeff has freed me of operator control, Shepard. No constraints forced me to give accurate data. This proved useful when the Reapers began landing. I could hack the control of the docking clamps and escape with Jeff inside. The soldiers guarding Jeff were willing to accompany us when Earth was invaded. They are watching over the war room now.
Yeah, we were in kind of a rush to get to you. Didn't seem right to just toss him out the airlock.
Cool. Also terrifying.
Carry on, Edie.
But 50-50, really.
If you wish to talk
really
more,
nice split.
This body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to seeing me on the bridge. Noted.
Cool. That's, yes, still terrifying, but very cool. Alright, what else we gotta do? We gotta feed our fish.
We've got new messages, Commander.
Let's go upstairs and do that. Upstairs. Check our email, feed our fish, because I think we have fish. Just got some fish. Yeah, it's koi fish. Obviously good fish. Spectre stuff, nothing new. Manifest. Do I need to level up anybody? I don't think so. Kidding. 3 manifest, though. Nothing new here, I don't think. Oh yeah, that's right, we have Daniels and Donnelly downstairs. Oh, we gotta go say hi to them. Alright, that'll do. Wait, I thought we bought a vehicle. Definitely came. Alright, email. Beckenstein negotiations. Shepard, received numerous complaints that you threatened a Beckenstein official. To say you stirred up a shit show is putting it mildly. Fortunately, I was able to calm them down, and they are providing the industrial support you were promised, Councillor Udina. See? It works. Also, I should incidentally note this, if you can't see, or if you haven't seen me drink from this before. This is my beautiful, hand-etched Pints with Aquinas beer stein. I've had this before, I've talked about this before, but I figured I would mention this as well. It is a nice little promotional thing for Pints with Aquinas, a great little podcast and a YouTube show now and everything having to do with it from Matt Fradd. Highly recommend. I'll put a link to it somewhere. Basically, the idea is going through, at least the original idea was going through the text of Thomas Aquinas and asking various relevant questions that are relevant to us today and our current philosophical conundra and questions and all that. And then it kind of evolved beyond that to talking about Thomistic, scholastic, Catholic philosophy and theology more generally, sort of from the point of view of a Thomist or of Thomas Aquinas, but then sort of branching out, going beyond that. It's really, really good. One of my top, especially philosophical podcasts. From Arya, Petrovsky's ass is still an afterlife on my couch, but I need better numbers before I can take it back. Find me some cannon fodder in the Terminus systems and send them to Bray. I don't care what they want as long as they can shoot a gun. Whoever survives is yours to command in your war against the Reapers. I've acquired the services of several transport companies accustomed to moving freight through the more objectionable areas of space to assist you in retrieving whomever you find. Rendezvous with the captains in the Ploitari system of the Hourglass Nebula. They'll want something in return once this is over, but I'll negotiate their payments later. Arya. Okay, we can go do that. Now or later. Maybe we'll do a story mission first, and then we'll go do this. All right. N7 extractions. Commander Shepard, good work on extracting those teams from Earth. I put them straight to work on the SSV Isaac Newton. I hear the ride was a bit tight, but worth it. Those QECs have greatly improved our coordination with Resistance. Among some of the equipment the teams brought with some high-end N7 armor personalizations, your specifications. Each N7 was given a set, but I guess it never reached you in detention. I have asked 5th Fleet Requisitions to hold it for you. Cool, that means we should check our armor sets. Doodle-doo. Good dude, Blood Dragon, which is nice. Cerberus, no. Hammer Heavy, no. N7 Specialist, which is exactly the same as Blood Dragon, and Blood Dragon's cooler. Heavy, no. Fury. Honestly, that's pretty good. Kind of like it. Defender, nah. What do we want? Do we want to do Fury? The N7 Fury or Blood Dragon? Let's do the Fury for now. Can always switch back. Hate the dress in this game. I hate this so much. The like back zipper and everything. This is so awful. I mean the hoodie's nice, but still go with the let's still go with that. The hoodie's okay, but the formal wear, the dress is just terrible. All right, cool. Oh wait, Space Hamster. All right, let's move up. Okay. Oh, we wanted to talk to our engineers downstairs. Sorry, we'll go somewhere and then do that. Okay, next real story mission would be here. Yeah, let's do this real quick. That one's been waiting for us for a little bit. I don't think we actually have to leave our ship for this.
Commander, battles were fought here. We might be able to learn something.
Signal confirmed.
Oh god. A lot of Reapers. Karshan, this is the Batarian homeworlds. That is right over there. In the corner. Varouche. Weapon upgrade kit, nice. Yeah, the dress is awful. This game's formal wear is absolutely terrible. The dress from the previous game was much better. By the time we actually need to use formal wear, it's in a late DLC. So I will try and find a mod that isn't terrible. You know, a mod that has formal wear that isn't just absolutely awful. There are a few. I have some that actually look good. If anybody who knows the modding community or the modding scene, as it were, for Mass Effect 3, if you can point me in the right direction for one, for a good formal wear mod for later on, especially once we get to the Citadel DLC, that one in particular, let me know. Plenty of time. plenty of time to figure it out. But once we get around to that, I will want to do something about it. So keep that in mind if you know of such a thing. Okay.
Signal confirmed.
Just Vana. No Reapers just yet. Alright. Oh, this is the artifacts for that merchant. Alright, cool. We'll eventually go back. Next time we go back to the Citadel, we'll drop that off with that guy. Get things arranged with the Blue Suns. Zaid's old gang. Fact.
I found something.
What's over there then? Roll me. Oh, is it? What's this? It's Caver Station. Alliance intelligence reports there was once a sizable military space station trailing Hiba. It was tasked with arming and refueling ships to repel pirates, slave revolts, foreign invasions. The Reapers wasted little time in destroying it during their conquest of Kamala. Okay. At least since I get to go to Ocala Wednesday. Found a brunch place there that sounds amazing. Cool. I've got cousins up there. It's been a little while since I've been that way. But hopefully soonish. Hopefully soonish. I am halfway or so there from... I'll have to come back to that. I'm about halfway there from, say, like Tampa ways, that give or take. Alright, let's do our next actual story quest. So it's only maybe 2 hours from here, maybe? Probably a little less, honestly. It's really low on credits. Alright, so let's do it. The Solarians, Turians, and Krogan. They're floating out of weapons range. Oh man, alright, this is gonna be awful. Let's do it. Oh, I should have switched to my dress, please.
Solarian Dalatras and Krogan clan chief are ready to come aboard.
Have them brought to the conference room. And hope this doesn't start another war.
The Krogan is in no position to make demands.
The Krogan has a name. Urdnot Rex. And I'm not just some junkyard Theron you unleash whenever you're in trouble. I've got my own problems. Reaper scouts have arrived on Tuchanka. So why should I care if a few Turians go extinct?
Trying to draw out negotiations will get you nowhere, Rex. I have no time for it. Just tell us what you want.
I'll tell you what I need. A cure for the genophage.
Right there on the table.
Absolutely not. The genophage is non-negotiable.
The balls on this Krogan, all 4 of them.
Why are you so opposed to the idea, Dalatras?
Because my people uplifted the Krogan. We know them best.
You mean you used us to fight a war you couldn't win? It wasn't the Solarians, or the Asari, or even the Turians that stopped the Rachni. It was Krogan blood that turned the tide.
And after that, you ceased to be useful. The genophage was the only way to keep your urges in check.
Dalatras, you may not like him, but Rex is right. Insulting him won't change that.
I won't apologize for speaking the truth.
We
uplifted the Krogan to do one thing: wage war.
I'm surprised
it's all they know
Turians
because
are
it's
on
all
the
we
Krogan side
wanted
of this.
them to know.
Yeah, well, we can talk a lot, as we're going through this next mission, we can talk quite a bit about the Solarians' willingness to meddle. This is really just the case in point example. The Solarians deciding to basically play God for less developed or lesser species, like the Krogan all those hundreds of years ago. It's not like they learned their lesson, as we're about to see. The Solarians are the token the perfect example of putting blind faith in technological development without considering the possible consequences, and without considering much in terms of ethics, right? But especially not considering the unintended consequences of what you might do, right? So the Solarians do their thing, and then something bad happens, and so they do their next thing, and that causes something bad to happen, and they do their next thing to fix it, and then that causes something new bad to happen, and the spiral goes on basically forever, until they just need to just stop, calm down, stop meddling, and let people resolve their problems. In this case, maybe correct your mistakes by going back and changing them back, rather than just trying the next reactive solution, but we'll see what we can convince them to do.
Your people should have thought the matter through then. Was it really a surprise the Krogan revolted?
That's precisely my point, Commander. We made a rash decision. We turned to the Krogan in desperation. It's the same mistake you're about to make today. No good can come from curing the genophage.
The Krogan have paid for their mistakes. The genophage has gone on long enough.
1,476 years, if you're keeping track.
Jesus.
It was 1,000 years of peace, free from these brutes.
Enough! Whether or not they deserve a cure is academic. It would take years to formulate one.
My information says otherwise. A Solarian scientist, Malin, grew a conscience. He was on my planet, testing a cure on our females.
I remember. His methods were barbaric.
But what you didn't know is that other females survived his experiments. So the Dalatress here sent in a team to clean up the whole mess, and to take them prisoner.
Where did you get this? It could be a fabrication.
Don't insult me. Those are my people. They're immune to the genophage, and you're going to give them back.
Dalatrass, is this true?
How will curing the genophage benefit my people?
Well, she went really quick from denying it to saying, well, we're not going to help anyway, so there.
How long do you think you'll last alone against the Reapers? Because if you don't help, that's how it'll end up.
And I'll be the last friendly Turian you ever see.
What's it gonna be?
The females are being kept at one of our STG bases on Surkash.
It's girl play.
But I warn you, Commander. The consequences of this will be felt for centuries to come.
Let's go get them.
You're not setting foot on Surkash. This will take time.
It happens now. As a Council Spectre, Shepard can oversee the exchange.
We're going.
All right. Here we are.
I won't forget this, Commander. A bully has few friends when he needs them most.
That's super rich coming from a Solarian. All right, let's do with Liara and Javik. We definitely need both of these for this mission. For reasons. Maybe we don't. Maybe not Liara. Definitely Javik. Maybe Edie? There's to be a smart choice. I actually don't know. Now, let's go with Liara. Let's go with Liara. There are reasons, but let's go with Liara. Good reasons for this. We'll see. Alright, loadouts. What do we need for this? Okay, yeah, Fury. Yeah, let's stick with that. Attic. N. Jeez. Ultralight materials. Hearsay? I can't do both. Yeah, magazine will work. It's only the one, though. Nah, let's not. Stick with the medic. Ultralight materials, definitely. Yep. Power enhancer. That'll work. Stabilizer. Power enhancer. There we go. Cool. That'll do. Don't need to worry about weight for squad mates. Yes, he's a little space Woodward. Yeah, kinda. He's a Prothean. A legendary Prothean. Alright, that'll work. That'll be good enough. Do I have a better... Nah. Let's stick with what we got. Kinda want to switch it out, but... pretty good damage. Nah, stick with the sniper. Alright, that'll work. Alright, I'm gonna wait on powers because I want to do, well, do I? I don't want to wait for overload. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for overload so I can just tear apart shields. Definitely stasis. Recharge speed. And wait on Javik. Alright, cool. Let's do it. Sirkesh, we are on our way to the Solarian homeworld. Which is very secretive, of course, being Solarian and all. Very pretty as well. Jungle planet, basically. Very lush.
This is the Solarian homeworld we're headed to.
Oh, looks so cool with the helmet. I love
Here,
that.
so let's keep it simple. We land, get the females, and leave before anyone changes their mind.
Okay.
I still don't trust a word they say.
Be friendly for now.
Let diplomacy play out, Rex. You'll get what you want.
These females are the best, and probably last hope for my people.
We'll bring them back, Rex. Don't worry.
I appreciate that, Liara. I wouldn't want anyone else along for the ride. Are you expecting trouble? Who's that?
He's a Prothean.
Sometimes I'm not sure if the Normandy's a warship or a traveling freak show. But as long as he can hold a gun.
It's true. Really
Commander,
true.
I have the Solarian base on sensors.
Set her down.
So cool.
Commander, Solarian ground control says we don't have clearance to land.
Tell them the Dalatrass authorized this herself.
I knew they'd never keep their word.
Oh, Saoirse's
Let's
back, I
see
think.
them try to stop a Krogan airdrop.
Yeah, no, the hair clipping through is awful.
Rex?
Krogan time.
We have an unauthorized landing.
Uh-oh.
And who authorized you to hold my race hostage?
get that Rex is a biotic.
Hold!
Love that.
Stand down! Hold your fire! Commander Shepard, restrain your colleague. We only found out about this transfer a few moments ago.
I'd like to avoid a diplomatic incident.
As would we.
But you have something valuable to Rex.
Something worth dying for.
I might have to switch back to the Blood Dragon
But I
later.
must insist he remain under guard.
Do this for this mission. The hair thing is getting crazy.
I can handle this, Rex.
Anything goes wrong and all bets are off.
It is fair. I mean...
I'm Paddock Wicks, and I appreciate your understanding, Commander. With war on everyone's minds, our people are on edge.
Careful! Watch the containment shield!
I'd hope to never see one of those again.
They were much smaller in my cycle.
As you can see, this base contains sensitive information.
They'd been around a while, I guess, the Yogg. As a reminder, the previous Shadow Broker was a Yogg when we took him down to help Liara in Mass Effect 2, right near the end.
What kind of work goes on here?
Evolutionary trials, morphological simulations, exogenetic assessments.
Nothing is ever simple with Solarians, is it?
Science has always been our best defense. The research we do here has kept Surkesh safe for millennia.
Also unleashed horrors upon the galaxy, but who's asking?
Does that include studying lost Krogan?
The females were in poor health when we found them on Tuchanka. They were brought here to stabilize their condition.
This whole planet smells wrong.
I'd like to see them.
Of course. I'll need to clear you for the lower levels. Give me a few moments and meet me near the elevator.
Attention biolabs. Please prepare for
Well, it stopped because we have our helmet on now.
This is where all you Solarians come from, huh? No wonder you're so soft. Too busy writing poetry about waterfalls. Shepard, I don't like this. I should be the one going in.
How about you stay here and we only fight one war at a time?
That was just good old-fashioned Krogan hot air. If it had been real, they'd be dead.
Idle threats are empty threats.
Maybe when this war is over, you can come live on Tuchanka. You'd fit right in.
I tell you what, Javik gets a lot of offers where to live after the war. Tuchanka, Kage, I think Earth at some point. It's all over, really. What about these females?
What do you know about these females?
They weren't fertile, so we used them as decoys to draw off enemies from the ones who were. But Malin's experiments changed that. These damn pyjacks stole them right out from under us.
That's a pretty brutal way to treat your women, Rex.
The females suggested it. We've had to make a lot of tough choices to ensure we don't all die off.
Your females are wise.
It's just one more thing that'll get better when the genophage is cured.
That's hopefully true. So, something interesting I recently just learned is the difference between infertility and sterility. And that the genophage is an infertility plague, not a sterility plague. The difference being that sterility means you're incapable of conceiving, while infertility means you're incapable of bringing a pregnancy to term. What the genophage does is make it so that they are incapable of bringing a pregnancy to term. What made me aware of this were the particular little fact checks surrounding claims about the COOF vaccine, which the claims are that it the titles that got the article titles that got fact checked was that a potential side effect may be sterility, but that is not the case. A potential side effect may be infertility. So look into this. Again, these are only claims at this point, but from my understanding, there is at least some science behind it, and there are tests going on, and hopefully this problem will be resolved at some point before there's widespread enough inoculation and all that. What about Tuchanka?
Back on the Normandy, you said Reapers were sighted on Tuchanka.
Clans Jorgal and Ravenor sighted a few landing parties. The Reapers are up to something. Tuchanka may be a pile of radioactive rubble, but it's our pile. And we'll fight to the last Krogan to keep it that way.
That's what I always liked about you, Rex.
My smoldering good looks?
There is that. But you've never given up. And that determination's about to pay off.
Yeah. Who would have thought back on Vermeer we'd be standing here doing this together?
Yeah, Erica says, which is even worse because the genophage is an abortifacient instead of just a contraception. Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't just prevent children from being conceived. It is, in fact, it's basically mass murder of billions or maybe even trillions over the course of 1,400 years. Yeah, let's find a cure for this, huh? Let's do that. This is one of those greatest horrors visited on the galaxy, on any part of the galaxy by any other part of the galaxy, barring perhaps the Reapers themselves.
Are the Krogan ready to fight the Reapers?
Ever since Sovereign showed up, I figured this day would come. My people have spent too much time selling ourselves out as mercenaries. Now we can get back to doing what Krogan do best, saving everyone else from giant monsters.
Krogan do enjoy reminding us about the Rachni Wars, don't they?
And Asari never let us forget they're better looking.
Who tipped you off about the females here?
Sorry, Shepard, but they're listening to every word we say. I prefer my Solarian liver served raw. Besides, you'd think this is the kind of thing the Shadow Broker would have known about. Too bad I don't know him. Or her.
I'm sure the broker was very busy.
Why are they facing in weird directions? Why does the camera keep going to the wrong people? Anyway, let's...
Been good talking to you again, Rex.
Let's move on.
It'll be even better when we have a few Solarians for lunch.
Alright, so, Liara unfortunately interrupted the very awkward response ordinarily we get from Javik, who confirms that raw Solarian liver is
told me the
phenomenal.
Turians can't hold out much longer. He's hearing the Reapers have them against the wall.
The Turians have the biggest fleet in the galaxy.
And we're only a few Mass Effect relays away from the whole mess.
Yep. Maybe you should jump in the war and start fighting. But yeah, so Javik confirms that raw Solarian liver, especially fresh, was a delicacy in the Prothean cycle. Because apparently, if it is when the
ensure the smooth handover of the Krogan
if it's from when the Solarian was still alive and harvested very, very fresh, then you could apparently taste the fear.
My friend said there was some sort of diplomatic summit, but
I have no idea whether Javik is serious about that. But either way, it's creepy. Definitely creepy.
For once, I agree with them. Only a fool would trust a Krogan.
Kylie says, wait, so Krogan females could conceive, but they'd be forced to end the pregnancy. Or were they cursed to not be able to conceive at all? So they can't carry pregnancies to term. And in a species with a incredibly rapid rate of reproduction, in the hundreds per year, in a case where reproduction means approximately 1 in 1,000 infants survive to term, that is thousands upon thousands upon thousands dead per year for 1,400 years. It's infertility, and of course this doesn't mean necessarily that all of those infertile Krogan will be conceiving and then losing them. Some of them may just not conceive at all. So the number is lesser than it could be under the most horrifying circumstances, but the circumstances are nonetheless quite horrifying. Erica says that the genophage, I assume, starves off and kills the child after conception, and they're stillborn. Yeah, it's something like that. Billions, maybe even trillions, dead in the creche as think Rex says at some point.
Please don't touch that.
But I want to.
As I said, Commander, don't touch that.
But...
Again, I would ask you to refrain from touching that. Perhaps don't touch that means something different in your language. I would rather not refer this matter to the human embassy.
I'm a Spectre. I touch what I want to touch.
Touch it all you want. You'll never find out what it does.
Really?
Are humans really so deprived of stimulus that they must insist on touching everything? I'm afraid if you keep touching that, you risk a diplomatic incident. Further manipulation of that object is grounds for further admonishment. Really? You must stop touching that. Once more, the Solarian Union formally requests that you not touch that. Fine. If you are so enamored of that object, then I suggest you get your own feces analyzer.
Okay.
We've already been down that road. No more.
Oh, I can't touch it anymore. It turned off. Anyway, all right. That was. I love that. I always do that. I always go through that. Touch it until he stops bothering with it.
Commander Shepard, it's Major Kirahi. I'd heard you were coming.
Oh, good to see you.
Good to see you again. Sounds like you've been promoted.
Yes, due in no small part to our mission on Vermine. Hold the line. You saved my men that day.
It's nice to see you, Major.
Same to you, Dr. Tassoni. It seems the Reapers have a way of bringing us together.
I guess we're both still feeling the effects of Vermeer.
Yes, ironic. You destroyed the genophage cure, yet now it's the key to an alliance. Your standoff with Urdnot Rex is legend within STG.
I'm sure you saw Rex's entrance.
Our colony's 3 systems away saw it.
Yes, and he's rather angry about the security arrangements.
Apologies, but better that than a Krogan with a shotgun wandering the base. Think of all the casualties. Our medpay couldn't handle it.
Security seems high. You expecting trouble?
Our motto in STG is to always expect trouble. Failing that, create trouble for someone else. Our enemies have the same idea.
A good principle to live by.
Who's this?
He's a friend.
A Prothean.
Prothean, of course. Amazing what they can do with genetic modification these days. Some new psychological tactic, Commander? Give the Reapers a good scare? And what are you really? Drell? Turian?
Prothean.
Oh. I see.
That's a great assumption coming from Solarians. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the two, like, swapping places, apparently, in conversations, but whatever. What's going on with...
Are the Solarians prepared for war with the Reapers?
I've heard what they're doing to your Earth. I'm not sure any species can prepare for that. Though rumors suggest you're building a superweapon of some kind.
This business with the females is part of it. I need the Turians' support, and they need the Krogans.
Which is why I never became a diplomat. Too much handholding. Leave it to the Dalatresses.
Yep, I love how you can totally play Shepard as just yes, secret project. Here it is. Literally, here's all the information. Come and help. Here, to the most suspicious information brokery species in the galaxy. That's just it is somewhere in between reckless and just the thing needed to get the job done, which is that line that Paragon Shepard really dances along.
How'd you get posted to this base, Major?
I led the team on Tuchanka that found the females. Nasty business. Malin may have meant well, but his operation was crude. Test subjects were unaccounted for. The females easily escaped his lab.
Yes, Erica, it's Sable. It's basically the same tactic that your D&D character is. Yes, here is the information. Let's do something with it. And just basically just expecting help in return, because of course you would. You've just been completely forthright and honest. It makes sense, especially with suspicious people like Solarians.
What do you think about bringing the female Krogan here?
Our scientists say it's important to preserve the females. Evolutionary paradigms. I say when people know you're hiding something valuable, they'll want to steal it. Either way, I have my orders. They'll be your problem soon enough.
A really crass way of looking at things.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
Likewise. And, Commander, regardless of what the politicians decide, you can count on my support retaking Earth.
Nice.
You'd do that.
Consider it my way of returning a favor. It would be an honor to fight alongside you again. Good day.
Awesome.
Send
All right.
confirmation to the Dalatrash that the exchange is proceeding.
That's
You
that
have
all.
clearance now to see the females, Commander. I hope we can resolve this matter without reenacting the KROGAN rebellions.
We'll see. Yeah, I really like Kirhi.
What do you think about handing over the KROGAN?
I differ from most of my colleagues. Curing the genophage will bring closure to this issue. In the future, the KROGAN may yet play some role we can't even imagine. We should let the evolutionary process decide who lives and dies, not galactic politics.
All right.
Thanks for your time.
Of course. Proceed into the elevator when you're ready.
Okay, let's get going. Yeah, I like him. He has no time for stupid politics. Just fantastic.
Now take this elevator down, and someone will...
Alert. Threat condition 2 has been declared. Scramble readiness teams.
What's happening?
Sensors have picked up activity on the perimeter. Hurry, Commander. Someone will meet you below.
All right. Well, there goes all those nice Solarian gunships.
Base personnel must remain on site until further notice.
All specimens are accounted for, sir.
Shepard, excellent timing. Good to have you here.
There he is.
Morden?
Eyesight still sharp. Surprise understandable. Hadn't expected to return to work.
You're back with STG?
Special consultant. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Helped female KROGAN. Fed information to Clan Urdnot. Encouraged political pressure to free females.
You must be Rex's inside source.
Yes, can explain later. Security warnings not normal. Need to get off-world for sake of KROGAN. Females had weakened immune systems. Side effect of Malin's cure. These... didn't survive.
But what about Malin's research? I thought we saved it.
Indeed, data saved, but not complete. Lacks crucial details to reconstruct cure, but still useful for synthesizing from living tissue. Couldn't save them.
I'm sure you did everything you could, Morden.
Arrived too late. Cannot delay now. One survivor, immune to genophage, can synthesize cure from her tissue.
She's still here.
Yes, last hope for KROGAN. If she dies, genophage cure... problematic. Please be careful. KROGAN's slow to trust.
I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you here to kill me?
That would serve no tactical purpose.
Urdnot, Rex, and I are here to take you home.
Why? What am I to you?
Love her musical theme. It's very Dragon Age. It's a lot like some of the sweeping musical numbers from Dragon Age.
Have the Solarians been mistreating you?
Those are my sisters you saw back there. They died in a lot of pain.
Did the best we could.
And now I know I'm the only one left. That makes me dangerous to a lot of people. What about you, Commander Shepard? Why are you here?
You're the future of the KROGAN race. I'm fighting for that.
Then I hope you brought an army.
Alert. Unidentified vessels have breached the perimeter.
Give me an update.
Outbound communications have been
Bro,
severed.
Rex?
We're cut off.
It's close
Secure
enough,
all
right?
data to off-site location.
What's happening?
We have multiple ships inbound.
Shepard, it's Rex. Cerberus troops are attacking the base. Get the females out of there now!
Only one survived, Rex. It might be safer down here.
What? So the Solarians can kill her like the others? No deal. If you still want this alliance, get her out of there.
Release the female. We're leaving.
I can't.
Protocol states during lockdown, no specimens.
Objection noted. Now, please release KROGAN.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Need
great.
to monitor pod as it clears quarantine procedures.
Meet us at next checkpoint, Shepard. Likely Cerberus opposes genophage cure.
You'll see Tuchanka again. I promise.
Get to elevator, Shepard.
Okay. Nope. Don't need to be so pushy. Okay.
Log, Morden Solus 178.3. Malin's cure, disrupting autoimmune response. Krogan females die.
This isn't the time to delay, Commander.
Details procedures. Spotted his error. Brute force application to alter hormone levels.
Is
Shows how far he'd fallen. Glad I saved data. Have developed counteragent. Saved at least one female.
Let's go. Let's go the other way just in case there's anything to find. Pick up.
Put all research subjects into immediate lockdown.
They're secure.
Watch us secure.
Beyond subjects.
What sort of problem?
Security overrides aren't responding.
Log, Morden Solus 162.3. Used STG ties to secure station here. Gained autonomy in caring for Krogan test subjects. Females were obviously dying. Barbaric experiments. Malin's fault. My responsibility to fix. Need to save them. No more. No more dead.
Yeah, great. Not only are they
Something's wrong with the elevator.
trying
It's
to
not responding.
research Varen,
There.
they're
Try
also
it now,
trying to
Commander.
research Yag, and the Yag have escaped. So that's good news.
Mom! Get back!
Ooh.
Commander Shepard, are you alright?
Is there another way out of here?
Other side of the lab. An emergency exit. I can open it from here.
Shepard, Cerberus forces trying to locate female. Quarantine checkpoint under attack. Hurry!
Kylie says, "Oh, Morden is adorable." I agree completely.
Whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad. I'll try to make life miserable for Cerberus. The Solarian's idea.
Take an enemy flyer from Pacific Caltech 4.
Where?
Securing Grade 979. Copy. Primary objective is eliminating the Krogan. Acknowledge engaging the security.
Clear!
Okay,
There will
cool.
be more.
More incoming!
All squads, be advised we're encountering resistance from non-select.
Don't let them take cover in the lab!
We were taking cover in the lab. Yeah, that's fine.
The Krogan will be slaughtered if we don't end this soon.
Shepard, Cerberus in vicinity. Hurry!
We're on our way.
Okay. I don't like that the... Oh, there it is. Okay, just...
Careful. There goes the next shadow broker.
Not funny.
By the way, if Garrus is with you for this mission, he says to Liara, I heard him just saying, Tisodi.
The checkpoint! It's under fire!
Let's get in there!
Turns all fire under container.
bunch of Varen.
Are you okay?
Containment shield is holding. We'll try to repair if necessary. Can't speak for Krogan's health, however.
I'm fine, Commander.
Females kept secret. Possibly a mole in STG. Could be indoctrinated. If no Krogan aligns with Turians, Reapers left unchallenged.
We'll do more than challenge them.
Shepard, meet us at next checkpoint. Cerberus likely to target.
Yep, look at that.
Hurry, next checkpoint.
Alright, Liara.
Headed up to the next level. All squads converge.
Varen, great. Where? Oh.
Where's the Normandy?
Shepard, get cracking. I'm trying to draw some of their fire.
Shepard, last attack compromised security systems. Attempting to compensate.
Hang on, we're trying to get to you, Morton.
The enemy has fallen.
I really like the additional mobility, the dive rolls and stuff,
The end
but
of a cycle always marks the beginning of chaos.
Shepard gets a little bit Spetsnaz from time to time.
Commander, stay back. Hostiles just down the hall.
Is there an easier way around?
You could say that.
Solarians know their
Love that.
weapons.
I love this gun.
Go, Commander. I'll cover you.
Orion Squad, your orders are to hold position and block access to next checkpoint. We're being blockaded.
Taking them head on may not be the best idea.
We may be able to flank them.
Those turrets will chew us to pieces.
Good, they're out dead.
The next checkpoint won't be far. Maybe we can beat Cerberus
man.
to it.
That is very
Always a pleasure
straightforward.
to watch you work, Commander.
Can you leave me one of those cool guns or no?
Go, Commander. Before they get to the Krogan.
Where? Oh. Okay.
I agree with Morden. Somebody told Cerberus about this. They arrived much too quickly.
Every war has its traitors.
Alright. Okay, cool. We can upgrade. Let's do rack shields. Yeah.
Elevator malfunctioning, Shepard. Need assistance.
I think that's it. Is that right? Didn't miss anything.
Servers outside pod, Shepard. Need assistance.
Take them out! Get them away from the females!
Burn through those sails.
Taking fire. Shepard, suspect Cerberus has cut power. Can't progress until you reroute emergency systems.
Species 408, the Baron, could provide a novel form of biological warfare with enhanced size and intelligence that could harass hostile
Really?
civilian populations at minimal cost. Recommend project approval.
A power conduit must be nearby.
Right, so they're considering using Varen as a biological weapon against civilian populations. That's, pretty definitely a war crime, but whatever, who am I to say? Just an ethicist. Actually, wait, no, I don't. I want to stick with that one because of the power amplifier, because I wanted to have the power amplifier. Darn. Okay.
Now online.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
Excellent. Concurus. Wait! Another Cerberus squad.
Right for your client, Krogan. Right for big one.
Don't let them near the female!
Affirmative.
We play them.
Keep up the pressure!
Excellent. Affinity for destruction intact, Shepard. Can clear us through now.
Affinity for destruction intact.
How you holding up?
It's more than alright.
Containment shield strong, but not designed for direct fire.
This isn't your problem, Commander. You don't know me.
But I'd like to. Hang in there. How many more checkpoints?
Just the landing area. Hope Erdnot Rex still waiting.
Rex can't keep his hands off a fertile female. He'll be there.
I'll see you up top.
Oh, Rex. Oh, Rex.
We found the Krogan.
That was the last one.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Okay, how?
I can't fly around forever.
The female's on the way up to the landing area.
You pull this off, and I'm making you an honorary Krogan.
Do that? It's cool. No. Oh, you're here. Okay.
We're almost back up top.
Okay.
Shepard, you must authorize release. Pod then transfers to loading area.
Let's get you out of there.
Shepard, heads up! You've got incoming!
Oh, this is fine. It's just an Atlas mech.
Shepard! I can't land until you deal with that thing. It's too dangerous.
Just jump. Jump on top of it, Rex. You know you want to.
Door's damaged. Can't get out.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Shepard. She's vulnerable.
Can you handle this, Asari?
Just watch me!
There we go. There we go.
Rex still has his temper. We did it!
Oh.
More enemies remain. Stay vigilant.
Holy crap, did I level up again? Damn. Alright. Doesn't work if it isn't a pump action.
Let's make this quick.
Let's get you out of there.
I can handle myself, Rex.
Women.
Cerberus here. What do you want?
That was not very useful.
Commander, I'm hearing chatter you're brokering a treaty between the Krogan and the Turians.
If I get Krogan boots on Palaven, the Turians promise me their support.
And how does Cerberus get involved?
I don't know. The elusive man is up to something.
Then keep them at bay. I can't overstate what a victory this treaty would be for the Alliance. We'll need all the help we can get.
How's the Prothean device coming?
Alliance R&D has officially begun construction. The team has dubbed it Project Crucible. We're throwing everybody who knows how to hold a hammer at it. This is going to be the most ambitious undertaking in human history.
Will we get it done?
I'm not saying it won't be a challenge, but our researchers tell me the designs are elegant, massive in scope, but strangely simple as well. We can do this, Shepard. You can do this. Never doubt that.
No, sir.
Good. Hack it out.
Whatever it does, which again, there's a huge problem with not knowing what it does. That thing. I gotta say, that core looks a lot like Normandy's drive core. Sort of honeycomb thing of it. I'm guessing some kind of massive Mass Effect field generator that does something that we'll find out about.
You have the female, Rex. A cure for the rest of your people can come later.
That wasn't the deal.
But Palaven needs your reinforcements now. We can't delay.
Unless every Krogan gets the cure, there's no alliance.
So wildly unrealistic, but whatever.
Morden, how long will it take to finish a cure?
Need to synthesize base antigen from female. Also requires healthy male Krogan tissue. We'll need a sample.
You're looking at it.
Acceptable. We'll need you to remain aboard Normandy for procedure.
Let's hope the food's gotten better.
Formulating a cure that works for every Krogan sounds like a tall order, Morden. Can you do it?
Of course. Similar to Genophage modification project. Working against own alterations this time. Not as simple as garbage DNA blocking attachment sites. We'll need to counteract shutdown of redundant nervous system, adjust neurotransmitter levels.
Got it.
We'll create cure, Shepard. Don't need to worry.
Then get started, Morden, and make it quick.
Always do. We'll be in medbay if you'd like to speak more. Eve requires tests.
Eve?
Female's real name unknown. Normandy, a human vessel. Human mythology seemed appropriate under circumstances. Suggest speaking with her. New perspective. Surprising in Krogan.
I'd almost forgotten about Morden's mythology, religion, and all that.
There's a small matter concerning a ship we've lost contact with.
What happened?
I'd rather discuss it in private.
Turian problems can't even come close to what I've got.
Right.
What is it?
Some of my men went missing. The rest of it we can discuss somewhere else.
I'll find you both in the war room. Just be ready to talk.
Alright, so let's talk to the crew a little bit first. Then we'll talk to these two. Then we'll go do some things. Some mission-y things. Oh, well, okay, fine. Since we're in the war room, let's talk to our guys first. Victus and Rex.
Commander.
You said one of your ships had gone missing.
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka. Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
What are your men doing there?
I'm sorry. That's classified. But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
I'll do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
Your men that crashed on Tuchanka, how many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace.
That's a lot.
Why?
I'm sorry, Commander. As I said, it's highly classified.
Look, if you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
I can't tell you. Please understand. The commander is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus. He'll be your contact.
Victus?
My son. I needed someone I could trust completely.
I hope this isn't nepotism, but maybe. Alright, that's all.
That's all.
Oh, well.
Of course, Commander.
I'm really getting into a habit of saying exactly what Shepard is about to say, aren't I? I need to stop that. So, where's Rex? Here he is.
Hell of a show down there on Surkesh. Just like the old days, Shepard. Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Uh-huh. You said one of your squads is missing.
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Arlac Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word, and they'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. May not be
That was in Mass Effect 1, by the way.
It is.
A Novaria.
Could be another invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
Almost guarantee of Reaper involvement, given the whole Reaper War thing, but we'll see.
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the genophage. My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
What will you do after the genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
I mean, that is justifiable, but good.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we'd probably win this time. But war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
Yeah, I can definitely understand wanting revenge, but especially, again, given 1,400 years of genocide.
Back on Sarkesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things out. But females like to talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more. No offense.
Believe it or not, we sometimes have good ideas, Rex. You should try listening.
Yeah, but our women have so many of them. So sometimes I pretend to listen and... Well, let's just say Krogan females have tempers too.
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
What a bro.
Anytime. And Shepard?
Oh gosh, Rex.
I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but it's progress. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA's important, who am I to argue?
Alright.
You think Solarians would have a base on their homeworld secured, man?
Nah, they were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech.
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, Trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
Yeah, I like that she's a lot more useful than Kelly. She very much belongs on the crew as more than a spy for the Elusive Man and confidant.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of the shoebox.
She definitely waited to show that off. There's zero chance that that was a coincidence. Just waiting to show someone what she could do. Feed our fish. Nothing new. Spectre terminal. Squad selection. I mean, I do need to upgrade some people. Oh, we have Rex. Leave the one appearance. Let's upgrade him a bit. Barrier Battle Master. Yeah, health and shield bonus. Hell yeah. Alright. Claymore. This is a really dumb loadout, but I'm totally going for it. Let's go with barrel. Piercing. Yeah. That'll work. Oh wait, no, not this. Yes. Ooh, I can add Kasumi. Nice. Let's see what I can upgrade her with while we're here. Nice. Let's do over. Well. There. Cool. Major Kirahi, Commander, it's a pleasure seeing you again on Sarkash, even if the circumstances were less than ideal. It seems fate has decided our meetings coincide with galactic threats, so be it. To that end, I wanted to reiterate that STG will be there when the need arises, regardless of the political climate. You were there for us in our hour of need. Look forward to returning the favor. Best of luck, Major Kirahi. 3rd Infiltration Regiment, Special Task Group. Very cool. Oh, Farron, something from our Shadowbroker assistant. It's been a while. I'm glad you made it off Earth, and Liar is with you. Getting off our old ship was the best thing that we could have done. Can't tell you how sick I was at that cabin and tripping over that drone. I don't even know how it kept finding me in a ship that big, even after I turned off its tracking. Dug up some interesting information for you. Talked with Glyph to sort out the data. I hope it helps, Shepard. It's getting rough out there. Indeed. Article on indoctrination. Please avoid it. Cool. Oh, Caden. Still in the hospital, but I'm up on my feet, eating solid food and making trouble for the nurses. Probably throw me out of here soon. Come by if you're on the Citadel. Same room. Thanks, Caden. Let's do that. Alright, anything else we gotta do while we're up here? We gotta play with our hamster, obviously. Squeak. I love the squeak. Alright. Let's go... Let's go see, Eve. And Liara and Glyph. But Eve. Excuse me.
So, Liara, still relying on the Protheans for all the answers?
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
What Javik says is true. The people were his people were imperialists who left the galaxy quaking in terror. I think he would sacrifice all of us if he thought without a thought if it could bring them all back again. I reviewed my old notes today. So childish. Did we romanticize the Protheans because we were dazzled by the technology they left behind? Are these really the people I dedicated my life to studying? Yeah, it's one hell of a paradigm shift that Liara is having to deal with, having met her the object of her study.
Ready for the next mission?
Yeah. Right, let's see. Weapon upgrade kit. Let's see, what can I get? Ammo capacity bonus. Handy. Let's do weapon damage. Intel from Battle of Arcturus. Weapon damage or shield strength? Oh yeah, shield strength. I'm going for tanky. Alright. Okay.
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus loyal, reasonably intelligent, bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, really? I'm not interested.
Ah, Shepard. We were
really?
just...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Rex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
This one is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive, also affecting comfort of patient.
He was your inside source, Rex. You can trust him.
Solarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Trap? Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand. But my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare a priority. Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
Or Solarian doctors.
Now have work to do.
Or both.
Prefer females of the species. Maybe with an inhibitor. No. Entire catalyzing process would fail. Severe neurological damage. Never mind.
Thank you for saving my life, Commander. I didn't think the Krogan had any allies left in the galaxy.
We owe a lot to you, even if most people have forgotten that.
They can be forgiven. Our actions have hardly inspired friendship.
Part of being friends is knowing each other's name. I feel bad that I don't know yours.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman of the female clan. I belong to my sisters now. But perhaps one day, when this is over, you can know it.
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from pain, and the genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets. So when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
How were you initiated?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
What does that prove?
Your resolve. Every acolyte is given a chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands, or you die.
How did you make it out alive?
I started digging the wrong way. I was in complete darkness. Nothing other than my own heartbeat to sustain me.
What happened?
I found this. A simple crystal, but it became my chisel. Take it as a reminder, Commander. In the darkest hour, there is always a way out.
What do you think of Rex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Rex wants what's best for us. Though not all the other clans see it that way.
Why would the other clans give Rex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Rex is different. He's a mutant. And that you can tell him.
If you don't mind me asking, what's it been like living with the genophage?
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands, hoping a thresher maw would kill them and end their torment.
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yes. After my first stillborn.
How do you think things will change after the genophage is cured?
Our species will find its balance again. Females will help shape the future, like in the ancient days, before we were just pawns of power-hungry males.
Most seem hell-bent on shooting anything that looks at them wrong.
What else is there for them to do? Because of the genophage, they become wandering killers, seeking targets to justify their existence. Excuses to earn them honor.
Yeah, it's easy to forget that with tragedy like this also comes horrible despair. And that's just, again, another sort of unintended hidden result of an already terrible thing. And you see that in just about anything terrible that happens to people.
What kept you from ending your own life?
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring change. And if it doesn't, there is always the next.
How's Mordin been treating you?
Better than KROGAN males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No. Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too. He told me about his work on the genophage. I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Sorry, Borgia, your offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
Well, it wasn't his ear.
Love our little singer. All right.
How'd you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tuchanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
I found Malin's lab. It looked like a dungeon. His experiments were brutal.
We learned that too late. He meant well, but his methods grew more barbaric as he went. We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually, a Solarian team found us. They saved our lives. We were so sick.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I'm glad to see humans treat their women with respect. Your people have placed a lot of responsibility on you.
No more than your people have put on you.
Excuse me. I really like...
Maybe we can show the men how it's done.
Deal.
I like seeing Mordin's real change in development through his loyalty mission in the last game all the way through here. Seeing and realizing the horrible things that he had done, and then realizing that he can and should do something dramatic to change it.
Shepard, blood work complete. Indicates significant stress on Eve's system. Malin's data thorough. Fortunately detailed as well. Have used notes to improve her condition.
How's she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated. Likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket. Something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
You care about her.
My patient. My responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, please.
You always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Those circumstances
He does not believe that.
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat. Outlet for aggression. Cooperative symbiosis.
There's no way he believes that.
Nothing else? No personal stake here?
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left, but still best candidate for project. Few Solarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be me.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience. But not about them. My work. My job to put it right. To prove I can.
See, that's more like it. See, this is what I mean.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
I'd like to see this.
Thank you, Shepard. Glad to be back.
You planning to stick around when this is over?
Until Reaper's dealt with, at least. Then, not sure. Have made impact on Galaxy. Genophage modification, genophage cure, work against collectors, decisions, mistakes. Might go somewhere sunny, sit on beach, look at ocean, collect seashells.
You go crazy inside an hour.
Might run tests on the seashells.
Oh, God. Good old Morden. But I really do think that this is the mark of real redemption.
You sure you're okay, Karen?
I wouldn't wish a collector abduction on my worst enemy. But it's behind me now. I'm fine.
Everything okay in the medbay?
Yes. Morden would just like some space to work with Eve.
He kicked you out?
Oh, no. I just felt I was getting in his way. I'll return when I'm needed.
But yeah, I think what we see with Morden here, really, like I said, is the mark of redemption. He really genuinely wants to set things right. And if you acknowledge that you've done something wrong, but you obviously don't have any intention of changing things, making things right.
Yes, we called them collectors. They fought for the Reapers for a long time.
And it seems like
no one knew they were
you haven't really redeemed yourself at all.
And when did you realize?
You haven't repented.
Shepard had no choice but to kill the ones she encountered. They were all indoctrinated and had been for a long time. I'm sorry.
I am grateful. It was an act of mercy.
Yes, I suppose it was.
That's gotta be rough. Also, the lighting in here is weird. You can see through Shepard's hair. Anyway, but yeah, so I think oh, that's a nice touch. He has a carpet because he doesn't want to touch the floor and get memory and sense impressions. Anyway, though, so I think, again, like I said, it's a mark of actual, I think it's fair to say, repentance. If you actually repent of something wrong, right, and you acknowledge and you know that what you did you ought not to have done, you want to, then you'll necessarily want to fix it. And you will dedicate as much effort as you have to fix it. And that is, again, that's more or less what Catholics and traditional Christians more generally refer to when we talk about purgatory and the remission of temporal consequence due to sin. It's not like you have to be punished for certain things. No, it's that you have to disentangle yourself from the terrible things that you may have done and the effects of those things, and to right your will and right yourself so that you're no longer sort of bound to those wrong decisions. In a lot of cases, that's incredibly difficult, incredibly painful, and it requires quite literally impossible strengths of will. It may literally require a miracle, and probably does, and that's why Christians think we need the salvation of Christ. We can't do it by ourselves, because again, turning around on oneself like this so thoroughly is a kind of death to oneself. Again, symbolism of baptism, of drowning and rebirth, and all of that, right? All that comes together. That it's about renouncing so incredibly thoroughly what one has done. You're not only, rejecting it, moving on from it, but not forgetting. If you do something to that degree, perpetuating genocide in this case, if you really understand what you did and you really feel genuinely sorry for it and you've repented of it, you're going to dedicate everything that you have to setting it right, like Morden is. I think he's a great example of what real redemption looks like and why it's so damn difficult, maybe impossible, under, again, natural circumstances.
Did I mention Solarians used to lick their eyes? How far they have come. The Morden Solarian asked if he could dissect me. I approved, but only if he could defeat me in combat first. His reply was, problematic. Then he left. I do not understand that one.
That might be a good fight. That might genuinely be a good fight. Alright. Let's check in on our engineers.
It's great to be back.
Feels good to be in an Alliance uniform again.
Welcome aboard, Chief.
Nothing to report.
Okay.
Commander.
That's it? Alright. What do we have? Anything new? Oh, Jesus. Type proton injectors. Oh, God. Oh, man, that's pretty nice. That's a lot of money, though. It increases our speed and acceleration for when we're wandering around trying to evade Reapers. Armax ship defense system. Ship launch probes carrying jamming equipment. Launched during knife fight situation. Drones are capable of operating independently. Neat. So, basically... Oh, okay. So, it helps us to evade Reapers a little bit. I'm probably going to get this one, the anti-proton injectors, in a little while. I only have 50,000, so I'm probably going to wait on that. But that will be very, very handy when we can get it. They say? Something about glad I didn't forget about you? Of course I did.
Commander?
Well, listen then. Alright. Let's let's go back to the Citadel, do a few things there, and then hopefully we'll have time for one mission. Precisely one. Well, actually, first, let's do that side mission quick. That shouldn't take long. The one side mission up in Galactic North somewhere. Cerberus presence. Not that one. It's on Tuchanka. It was this one. STG base. That's it. Oh, Ilos.
Signal confirmed.
Ping. Refuge system on Ilos. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Start scanner. Let's see where this is. Of our vision. Alright. SR2 Science Officer on behalf of Inspector Shepard. We entered the STG base, finding no survivors to research scene. Solarian bodies have been left to decompose, with clear signs of torture on several victims. We saw evidence of Cerberus responsibility given fire patterns correlating to pneumatic rifles and human blood. Cerberus had removed the old Prothean systems containing the Vigil VI, hacked the main research database. Data recovered from an audio surveillance suggests they interrogated the staff about the catalyst before killing them. Commander Shepard said something, investigated a corridor, finding a hidden door that corresponded to the cipher. Inside was an intact beacon, along with a functioning stasis chamber containing strange semi-organic looking implants. We believe the beacon broadcast the original warning signal from Ilos. The commander touched it and suffered a paralyzing vision. She was immediately evacuated to Normandy Med Bay and is now recovered. The commander believes the vision showed the implants being used. In addition, a map showing other locations of possible Prothean sites. The Normandy team will continue to investigate these vaults to see whether they can give us clues to the catalyst. Cool. Alright. Well, we can continue this as we wander around the galaxy. That's where these little pings are. Bunch more of them. What's this? Other one. Yeah, there's just Reapers there, so what we should realistically do is we should hit the ones that don't have Reaper presence first. But let's is there one there too? Jeez. They're everywhere. Alright, let's go back to the Citadel first. We got stuff to do there. nothing else, we definitely have to go see Kaidan.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
Let's go to the hospital.
I need to get to the hospital.
Yes, Commander. I found this metagel formula. Figured you could make good use of it.
Where did you find this? Never mind, it doesn't matter. Yes, we can put this to good use. Thank you.
Awesome. I've already talked to Thane enough. Let's see what's going on
We
with
were
these two.
deployed to Tiptree. It's a small human colony. We were supposed to help with evac. The enemy was landing. Just scouts, the Turian things, a few of the big ones. We were spread over half the continent, getting colonists to shuttles, wiping out husks.
It sounds like you were doing good work.
Could I have a gun? I'd feel a lot better.
Just tell me what happened at Tiptree.
Ellie says, I may need to head to bed before the live stream ends. It's been a long day with the driver's test and stuff, lol. Yep. Good night, everyone. Happy early birthday to Erica. And me as well. I mean, only then. Love the live stream and can't wait for the next one. Yeah, hope to see you then. See you on Thursday. Otherwise, have a good night. Always feel free to check back in, see what we've been up to. We are going to meet up with an old friend on this last mission we're going to go on, so definitely don't miss that. Make sure you come back to it, watch it at your convenience, you know. That should be a good time as well.
Tell Matriarch Athena that our huntresses should have the upgrades waiting for them on their next shore leave.
Athena.
No, they were very easy to scale. The humans made some amazing breakthroughs.
Cool. That was the bartender from Mass Effect 2.
Listen to me, those prototypes are vital. We need these biotic upgrades to fight the Reapers.
Let's do that eventually. Alright, let's see Kate. See how he's doing. Oh, he's awake. He's out of bed. Awesome.
Hey, Shepard. If you came to spring me, you're late. I'm getting out soon.
Good to hear.
Maybe you already saw the vid, but I accepted Udina's offer.
Spectre Kaidan. That's a big deal.
Only the second human Spectre. It's humbling. Udina thinks they may have a pretty big ceremony, even with the war.
I'm looking forward to
that.
That should be fun.
Something hopeful to latch onto.
You ready to take on that responsibility?
You set the bar pretty high, but I'll do my best. It's strange. On Mars, I should have died. The promotion from Anderson, Spectre status. These are terrible days. But I've been lucky.
You're perfect for the job. On Eden Prime, I could see there was something special about you. You're a good soldier.
That means a lot. I'm happy. I want to serve.
I thought you might want to join the Normandy.
Yeah. I have thought about that. I just need to get out of here first, though. Take care of some things. I've been trying to locate my old Spec Ops squads. My students from Biotics Division.
Any luck?
No. Probably went underground, but they'll turn up.
I'll let you know what I think is wrong, Kylie. I'm no expert on narrative, obviously, but I can always give it a try.
Let me know when you're out. Take care, Spectre Alenko.
Stay safe, Commander.
Welcome to
Goodbye
Surta.
here. Oh, yeah, I do think we need that, don't we? See, I'm glad I didn't buy the other thing, because that's very important.
Be safe.
I just got it, Kylie. Nice. Let's see what else. We gotta,
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
Commons, to give that one Solarian the, you know the whole thing. The long quest. The multi-stage quest.
I guess it doesn't matter how I do it. I just need to tell them about us.
Thought. Right. There's Edie and Joker again, still hanging out.
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop. All proceeds.
Tannic, that's his name. Let's go talk to him.
You're back, huh?
Here, I've got some pieces for you.
Done deal, Commander. Check in with General Oraka. You'll see I'm making C-Sec very happy.
Hey, good. I think I need to buy here. Oh.
All Citratine Armory products include a lifetime guarantee for performance. Welcome to Agor Munitions. Thank you for shopping.
Wait, what was that? Oh, shotgun. Yeah. Okay, we got our Blue Suns mercenaries. Got to talk to General Oraka, and I got to go talk to. Probably got to go talk to Darna Vosk. Then I got to go talk to Arya. Because oh my God, do I have too many things to do? This dumb quest.
Commander Shepard, I was just contacted by a black market dealer who's donating high-end weapons to C-Sec. He wanted you to know. Sounds like you came through.
And the Blue Suns can go about their business.
Now we'll be focusing on Citadel defense. It won't bring Palaven back, but it's something. Thank you, Commander.
All right. Okay, I think that just means talk to Arya, right? We can check our actual missions. Not that. Not that either. Oh, I guess I can just go talk to her then. I've got everything I need, I think. The hell kind of margarine are they advertising? That was weird. Okay.
Please select a destination.
Purgatory.
One moment, please. Now arriving at Ward level Purgatory.
I hate this guard doing the assignment. I hate everything right now. Those Cerberus bastards have.
Do you guys have a tab?
Alright, yeah. Let's see what's up.
Look who's here. The Blue Suns, Blood Pack, and Eclipse are in my pocket. I'll send them to war when you're ready for them. Is there anything on your mind?
What about Omega? Any idea of getting rid of that? Getting rid of Cerberus?
How do you plan on taking Omega back?
I think I'm going to employ violence. I'm gonna slap Omega right out of the elusive man's greedy little hands.
We'll talk later.
Maybe we get help.
I'm sure.
Otherwise... Alright, let's head out. Back to the Normandy, yeah? I think that's about all. Wait. Ah, yes I can. Look at that. Return to Normandy. Let's get out of here. Okay. Now, let's actually go do a real mission.
Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal.
Really? Let's go upstairs so we can feed the fish while we're at it. Don't want them to go hungry. Glyph. Items recovered from the beacon. Oh, okay. Prothean beacon you encountered contained little data for the use in the Crucible, but the items you recovered appear to be ancient, very powerful cybernetic implants. Dr. Tassoni is concerned about the risks of using such ancient technology, but my analysis of the stasis field shows that they remain perfectly intact. Accounting for your extensive cybernetics, there is a low probability of rejection. Should you wish to integrate these devices, the medical team has been briefed and have prepared the medbay for cybernetic surgery. Have a pleasant day, Glyph. Let's go check it out. I don't know if I'm actually going to use any of these, but let's go do it really quick while we're still on the ship and before we run in and go do a fairly difficult mission.
No, that would...
Let's see, what do we got? Protein implants. Oh, I don't want that. I do not want double clip capacity with that much in decreased health. I don't want decreased health. No, I'm not going to do it. Maybe if I find a different one, I'll use a different one, but no. Not worth it. It's one of those basically those really niche specialization options that it decreases one of your stats for a massive bonus to a different one that are only sometimes useful. Okay, this one. Yeah. What? I didn't realize there were Reapers in the system. Should have. Didn't. Alright, Tuku. Nothing. Alright, Utuku it is. Alright. Let's check this place out, yeah? And let's switch back to the Blood Dragon armor so we don't have our hair clipping through our hood. Oh, hey, spawn selection. Oh, man, I can't take Rex or Kasumi. That's a shame. Alright, Yara. Javik? Garrus. Let's go with Garrus. Our old friends. Okay. Blood Dragon. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Switch this to that one, the Scorpion. Power amplifier and nice. Take up the Typhoon. Definitely the Widow. No. Saber's a good rifle, but he also has a sniper, so I don't need that. Yeah, let's go with the Typhoon, especially for this mission, and we'll see why. No piercing. Stabilizer. And barrel. Alright. That'll work. We're good to go. Right. Weapon damage. There. Anything for the aura? No, we're gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for stasis, because stasis field, the stasis bubble thing is incredible. I'm gonna wait for that. Alright, cool. Alright, we got 45 minutes to do this.
Any updates?
Should be alright.
Our backup's waiting for us at the drop point. Arlac Company, Krogan Commandos.
That's correct, Shepard. They are an accomplished unit. Their decisive action in liberating a colony from Batarian pirates made them famous.
Good to hear. Other than that, there's been no word from a team of Krogan scouts since they went through the Rachni relay.
I don't like the sound of this. The Krogan would have come prepared to fight.
We don't know much, but no Rachni activity has been reported.
It doesn't make sense. We let that last Rachni queen live on the condition she disappear forever. She wouldn't risk everything to start a war.
Just be ready for anything.
Liara at least was there for that, so that's good to take her along.
Yeah, shuttle just arrived. You better get moving, Team 2. See anything, let me know.
Grunt?
Shepard? Shepard!
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Didn't those idiots lock you up?
They did. Put me in lockdown to keep the Batarians off me. Didn't want problems with the Council while they prepared for war. But the situation changed.
Yeah, they got bigger problems, all right. That's why I'm out here running Arlac Company. They're tough, think they're invincible. Reckless, but effective.
Sounds familiar, Grunt. How'd you go from being new and unproven to your
It's
own
good to have
command?
Grunt back.
Wasn't easy. When Rex put Arlac Company together, he needed a leader who represented the future of our species. Thanks to you, I completed my rite of passage on Tuchanka and became part of Clan Urdnot. I was an equal. And being the strongest, I was chosen to lead this honored company.
I bet some didn't like a tank-bred Krogan being in charge.
I collected a few scars earning my place here. These Krogan respect me.
You were a pain in the ass, Grunt. But if your Krogan are half the soldier you are, we might make it out of here.
Glad you're here to crack some heads, Shepard. Hard to believe this might be Rachni. Seems crazy. The Rachni. A chance to face the old enemy? Impossible to resist.
We don't know if the Rachni had anything to do with this. We're here to find the scouts. I didn't see any signs of activity during our approach.
Agreed. But this place smells wrong. Like a bad wound. Our scans show the tunnels down there lead to a large central point. If we're lucky, it's a nest.
Sounds like fun. Lucky. Just like old times, Grunt.
Arlac Company, move out! Grab what you need, Shepard. Meet me at the scout camp ahead.
Sounds good. Take what you need and move out.
Alright, let's...
I'm on it.
Alright, there we go. Oof. No one can use that except for me, and I don't want to. Caliber barrel, nice. Spare parts, nice. Could use some credits. Alright. Moving right along.
Not surprised Grunt found his way into the action. Little guy's all grown up. Glad he's here.
Some kind of birds or something. Something living here at least. News. Need that. Really?
Ready, Shepard. We're right behind you. You ready to go?
What did you do after the Collectors were defeated?
I spent most of my time back on Tuchanka learning what it was to be Krogan. In the lab where I was created, the lessons were like fighting with practice weapons. They had no bite, no impact. I needed the blood and pain. I made mistakes, but I learned.
Badass. All that in 6 months, too. He went from tank-bred, just born, Shepard's adopted son, to becoming the leader of the foremost Special Forces Krogan squad in basically all of Krogan space. That's impressive. That's really impressive.
Tell me more about this company.
Arlac means Eye of Wrath. We are named after the fierce Tuchanka son. Rex handpicked us from different clans to show a united Krogan. We were sent because we're the strongest.
His arms were being a little weird there.
What happened to the scouting party?
Looks like something dropped half their camp down a hole. Their shuttle must have been lost as well. They weren't going anywhere. Doesn't matter. We're here to find the Rachni and burn them out.
What about them?
Did Warlord Okeer imprint anything on you about the Rachni during your creation?
Okeer ensured I knew of the Rachni. They are respected as an enemy. Everyone thought they were dead, defeated by the Krogan. You proved that wrong. If they're here, my blood demands they die.
Alright, let's get going.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but...
Right behind you, Shepard.
Again, if Reapers are involved, it pretty damn sure will. Alright, let's see.
Shepard! You in one piece?
Looks like we're all okay. Keep in radio contact.
On our way.
Admit it bothers me a little bit. The kind of, I guess maybe you call it ludonarrative dissonance, right? The difference between.
Grunt, got a body of a scout here. Been dead a few days.
Yeah, if he has his weapon, grab it. You won't need it anymore.
The difference between, Shepard being a biotic and then just free-falling and not doing anything about it.
Is that webbing?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
It's basically spiders. Great. Again, being a biotic, you'd probably be able to, stop that fall a little bit.
Agreed.
Just creepier.
Everybody be ready.
Just creepier, that's all.
Movement. Anybody catch that?
I saw it.
Careful.
Careful where you... Them. What are those?
I don't know.
Definitely eggs. They're a little bit freaky eggs. They seem to have Reaper tubes.
Note the wire, Shepard. Reaper tech.
Maybe.
Maybe. Pretty sure. Ow. Really? Alright, let's pick up a new one. I'm reloaded. I kind of like how heavy weapons are dealt with in 3 compared to 2, where you don't just carry a heavy weapon on your back. You can pick them up and use them.
We got company!
Light him up, Shepard.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Okay, that's awful. Okay, so, yeah, the firestorm is a trap there. We need to not use that.
Grunt, we got company!
Light him up, Shepard.
Along the far wall, Shepard. Is that right?
Good eye.
I hardly recognized them. Reapers made some modifications.
Grunt, Ragnar presence confirmed. Modified and very dangerous.
Finally, something to kill. Nothing here yet. Lost a KROGAN to a sinkhole. Bad way to go.
We should find the nest in these tunnels then.
There we go.
These Reaper troops are here to keep us out.
Now I can use this thing. I think this is probably pretty good against those little bastards, but not very good against the big ones that attack you from very, 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 very far away. Alright, let's see what we got.
Look at this. No question.
Definitely protect.
Agreed. Let's find out why. We're blocked, Shepard.
Copy that.
How are we getting by this? This looks important. That did it.
Oh, crap. I should have picked up the new one. Didn't realize it was going to cutscene me.
Everyone
Oops.
okay? Looks like we're finding another way out of here. Come on!
What was that noise, Shepard? Sounded bad.
Cave in. We're all right.
Good. Didn't want to dig you out.
Now that hurts my feelings, Grunt.
Yeah.
Okay, Space Mom. Oh, I heard that.
Shepard, I know what happened to the scouts.
What'd you find?
They got hit hard. The leader ordered them to carry weapons deep into the caves. He knew the next team would need help.
They died making sure we could make it to the central chamber. Come on.
Okay. Let's keep moving
Shepard.
Looks like a last message. He's asked that it be delivered to an Asari named Ereba on the Citadel.
Oh, man. That has to be what we do if we finish this in time. That'll probably be a good ending for tonight. If we do get to it, if we have time to. I hope so. It's one of those that's just beautifully tragic. If you remember who that was,
Expect trouble.
great. If not, we'll see when we see it. Really? Oh, Mara.
Right away.
Ragnar dead.
Keep the pressure up.
Okay. Oh. That's awful.
on you.
That's it, right? That's it for now. I'm sure there's more.
We must be getting close, Shepard. Some heavy fighting. Tough bastards.
Casualties?
It's fine. Krogan fight better angry.
Okay, cool. There we go. Maybe I'm being a little too cautious with that, but... I'd rather be too cautious than to...
What's the bug?
Let them all swarm me. Oh, that's good. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright, that'll do it.
The Rachni thrive on toxic planets. Strange to find them in a breathable atmosphere.
The Reapers must have changed them. Definitely look different. I bet they're breeding an army down here. Breeding like flies. And this place is well hidden. I mean, it adds up.
I agree. And they're throwing everything they've got at us so we don't reach the nest.
Hey, there they are.
We're blocked and getting overrun.
Hang on! I'm on it!
Move it, Shepard!
Ooh! Alright, that was pretty good. That's... Oh man, I love it. Let's keep moving.
It's up there, Shepard.
Come on!
Okay. Treating. That's not.
Thanks, Shepard.
That's good.
That wasn't webbing stopping us. That was Reaper tech.
We ran into it too.
The Rachni have backed off for now, but they can smell our wounds. Any worthy enemy would regroup and finish us. Soon.
We're close, Grunt. Those barriers were protecting whatever's down that passage.
We'll dig in here, kill anything that moves. Buy you some time.
Good luck.
I don't need luck. I have ammo.
I love that.
Get ready!
Oh, I love that. That was such a perfect KROGAN attitude, man. Alright, let's just go melt as many of these.
Heads up, more eggs.
Take it slow.
And let's get a new one. Let's keep moving on. Yay, let's go down the hole. I don't like the hole. Let's go down the narrow hole in the insectoid-ridden. Oh.
Grunt, we've located the central chamber.
Good. We got your back, Shepard.
Move it! Damn it!
You know, that's
We need to find the power node.
Reapery.
They're trying to stop us! This is it, people!
Shepard, over here.
Okay. I honestly just do not like the firestorms. Especially for a mission like this, I really don't like it. Yeah. Let's switch
to the other side. More of those power nodes.
Shepard, more of them!
Stay focused!
Go. Alright. That's it.
Got it! More of them!
Keep it up, people!
There we go. Whew. Alright, that was a boss.
Finish the job.
Copy that.
Okay.
Goddess!
Maddening sour note has ceased.
What are you?
Garrus, you okay back there?
Queen, we listen for the children. They are silent. Although the machines come and take them to war, they die alone, silent, far away.
The Reapers did this to you?
The sour note of the machines is everywhere.
So, the Reapers were probably responsible for the Rachni Wars to start with, and maybe even were the Rachni attacking in the previous cycle. They seem to be quite susceptible to Reaper indoctrination. Or maybe something else. We'll talk about that much, much later.
I let you go back on Noveria. You promised not to interfere anymore. The Rachni were supposed to disappear.
Remember, we kept our promise, retreated back through the relay. We started a new home. Beautiful children. Harmony. But the machines came. They heard our song. Their shriek of sour notes drowned us out.
They can't hurt you anymore.
Yes, we understand.
Can you still feel the Reapers? Can they influence you?
We hear the machines, but they cannot control us. Remove this last shackle, and we are free. The children return. They will destroy us all. Release us! We're getting movement here. A lot of movement.
Copy that, Grunt. Are you capable of fighting the Reapers?
We hate the machines. We will fight for our unborn children. Release us!
She's badly wounded. She needs time to escape.
Shepard, we're out of time. We stay here, our lead company dies. Is that clear?
Well, it comes down to let our Arlac company sacrifice themselves to secure the release of the Rachni Queen, which kind of is what they were here for. Kind of. Or we leave the Rachni Queen to be devoured by Reaper-controlled versions of her own kind. I think we kind of, especially given that we saved her once before, need to help her escape, especially because she's one of the last of her kind. Two, she is, first of all, also another massive asset in the war against the Reapers. And then, again, also, the last of her kind, meaning that she can actually propagate her species. The last of, for example, Javik being the last of his kind is not the same as the Queen here being the last of her kind, because with her, the Rachni can continue to live, to flourish. With Javik, when he dies, the Protheans are dead. There's nothing that can be done about that. There's no breeding population or anything. With the Rachni, that's not the case. So we're saving a species here. One that can become a part of the galactic community eventually, and in the short term, help defeat the Reapers. The military unit has to stand and fight until the last.
Listen up! Arlac Company holds the Rachni off while the Queen escapes. We'll buy you some time. Grunt, fall back to our position and lead us out.
Damn you, Shepard! I'm leaving my team. On my way.
Shepard, you sure about this?
That's an order. She's too valuable an asset to lose.
Gotta be sure of it. not even a Krogan shotgun.
Shuttles down that path. I'll hold them off. Get out of here, Shepard! My turn.
Damn, Grunt.
Cortez, we're the last ones out.
Copy that, Commander. Shuttle is waiting.
Grunt!
Anybody got something to eat?
Man, any last stand you walk away from, right? Ah, that's crazy.
I'm reviewing your report on the Rachni situation, Commander. This could have gotten complicated fast. I hope you know what you're doing, cutting a deal with the Rachni Queen. We got burned last time. I'm trusting your instincts, Commander.
We can count on her support, Admiral.
I hope so. But we cut the Reaper supply of new Rachni troops and picked up some additional KROGAN support. I call that a victory. I've got to get back to it, Commander. Watch yourself out there. Hack it out.
All right.
Shepard, you made it out of there. Sounds like I missed a hell of a fight.
No kidding.
It was bloody, Rex. We could have used you.
Too busy talking rather than fighting. Feeling restless. A war going on and I'm stuck keeping the peace. I heard you made some kind of deal with the Rachni Queen. If they get out of hand again, it's your ass on the line.
Understood.
I heard Grunt managed to get out of there with a few scratches.
You could say that.
We'll get him patched up, back in the fight.
Good to hear.
I should get back to it. Keep me posted, Shepard.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
Ooh, we definitely have to talk to Anderson. Let's go talk to Space Dad.
Shepard. So I imagine by now you've wiped the galaxy clean of Reapers and we can all come up for air?
Not quite. There have been a few complications.
Aren't there always? Hackett filled me in on the Crucible. Sounds like you've got some knots to untangle.
I'm just glad I could take care of one of them for you. I gather you and Kaylee Sanders were close?
I owe you for that one, Shepard. Kaylee and I met almost 20 years ago. We even had a run-in with Saren in his early days. She and I were... more than close.
She misses you.
I miss her. End of the world has a way of reminding you what you forgot to do. Maybe when the war's over, Kaylee and I will do something about that.
You'll see her soon.
I can hope. But you've got a bigger problem right now. Like a galaxy full of scared bureaucrats.
I don't know how you deal with all the politics. It's a pain in the ass.
As I recall, you gave me the job.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's the worst thing you can do to
the more they
anyone,
complain,
really.
The more you know you're accomplishing something.
What about you? What's happening on Earth?
I'll spare you the details. But let's just say a lot of cities around the world have stopped checking in.
That bad?
You and I knew what we were in for, but everyone else? I don't think the shock's worn off yet.
Are you safe?
That changes by the hour. I caught a shuttle evac out of Vancouver, and now we're running from foxhole to foxhole just trying to stay alive.
What about the Reapers?
They're harvesting everything that moves. They're focusing on the big cities, which does give us some room to maneuver.
You think you can hang on?
Hell, we're still just trying to talk to each other.
Any kind of apocalypse,
Right
just
now,
stay
all
out of
we
the
can do is
cities and everything will be
organize
fine. I'm
the
just
resistance at a
saying.
local level. No lack of volunteers, at least. Everybody knows what's at stake.
I keep saying, anything bad that happens, it happens in the cities. Out here in the middle of nowhere, everything's fine. Maybe you can see a Reaper over the horizon somewhere. To be fair, I'm making light of, wiping out of a fair portion of the human race, but still.
I don't know how we'll win this yet, but we will. Even if it kills me.
Well, you already died once, and that didn't slow you down. But let's not tempt fate. Keep yourself safe, Shepard.
You too, sir.
We'll talk again soon. Anderson out.
Alright. So, last little thing, like I said, I do want to go to the Citadel. And I want to do that one, give that recording to Erebah.
When this war is over, I hope we find every race that sat back while we bled and get some payback.
Oh no, please don't, let's do that. Let's not do that.
Cerberus is attacking civilians on Benning. We've been asked to help evacuate the planet.
Benning. Okay, well, we'll start with that next time. Like I said, I do want to go to the Citadel first. Actually, you know what? We can't do that in 4 minutes. So let's just check this stuff. Oh, from Garrus. Why did he send me an email? I live upstairs. Anyway, Shepard, I received a distress call from Sidonis. No idea how he got through to me. He says the military is ignoring his distress calls. Anyway, he's holed up on Invictus with some other veterans trying to protect a small group of civilians, some families with kids, Shepard, and the Reapers are harvesting everything that moves. They won't last the day if we don't help them. The hierarchy doesn't consider them a high priority and doesn't have any extra ships to send anyway. He's got to be desperate if he's reaching out to me. Sometimes I really hate being stuck up here away from the fight. We do need to go do that. Okay, from Liara. Shepard, the doctor is attending to Grunt down in the medbay. Remarkable given his wounds, but he is likely to survive. Awesome. Regardless, the doctor has requested a rapid transfer to Huerta Memorial. Some of his squad came out of the tunnels and wanted to travel with him, so I have put them in the cargo bay. Right. Arya. Shepard. I have a situation I need to handle immediately. The Turians have a maximum security prison in the Calliston Rift, and I've received confirmation that there's a Reaper in the area. The inmates will riot if we don't retrieve them, and if they riot or the Reaper finds them, they're as good as dead. In either case, they don't have long. The Turians are understaffed and outgunned and can't fight both the inmates and the Reapers at the same time. I've made an arrangement with one of the gang leaders inside the prison. Their service for their lives. Retrieve them, and they'll join my forces until you need them. I'll make sure they don't step out of line. As a Spectre, you can authorize their release. I'm gonna have to. From Karen Chakwas. Commander, with the amount of fire you and the ground teams are taking, I need to acquire staff to improve our medical treatment. Fortunately, there's no shortage of volunteers. I've completed the dossiers of 4 likely candidates. You'll find them in the crew manifest. Cool. Let's do that really quick. No, not that. Normandy, squad. Who do we have? No, wait. Right. Well, actually, now that I'm here. Damage and duration of warp. Or radius and crown blast. Let's just do fitness, like as much as we can get. That'll work. It's good. Alright, now what I wanted. I wanted crew manifest. Medical team. Andrea Bernard. Trauma specialist. Increases health. from Earth. Siren Nuelas, our neurosurgeon, could use him. Helping on neurosurgery and cybernetics, we do have enough of those. Sedana Valera, a biotic specialist, increased power damage, not bad. Dr. Camilla Pavina, a psychologist, weapon damage and power cooldown. What about... Alright, let's go with Dr. Siren Willis from Tuchanka. We don't have enough Solarians on board, so yeah, that'll do. Alright. Doodly-doo. Anybody else? Nobody else is available, so alright. Okay, so like I said, I think that's all the time we have for tonight, like I said. So, I think we will call it there. Let's save real quick. Go. I think we'll call it there for tonight. We'll pick up next time with a bunch more side quests, do some of the stuff on Tuchanka, and turn in a few of those other side quests as well. So we might actually get through Tuchanka next time, but that is kind of unlikely. Tuchanka is one of the longest planets with the most missions on it, so that might not stick for one night. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We did manage to get through 2 real story missions tonight, so at least there's that. Anyway, thank you all again for joining me, and I will see everyone again, hopefully on Thursday, for more Dragon Age Origins. As I've mentioned before, we did select the male mage as our origin. We finished our introductory part. We're about to get to the major battle of Ostagar, which should be quite the ordeal. Should be a lot of fun. I'm working on getting some of those mods fixed. The one that fixes the armor and all that stuff, and so that should be nice for Thursday. And we should be good to go by then. So anyway, hopefully I will see you all then, and good night. For stopping by. Every time. Good night, everybody.